Praise to Lord. Assalamu alaikum. In the most holy name of Allah, the all-wise, the true and living God, the one who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and in the name of his last and greatest messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, let me greet the believers again with the nation's greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Brother Minister, I heard some of what he was telling you when I came in. He told you right. The messenger loved opening temples. I'll read you something from Message to the Black Man shortly. But he loved opening temples. He didn't want, he wanted a temple on every corner. Right. There's never been a time he didn't want temples, And all intelligent Muslims agree and confer with that. We just have to fight hard to make sure that we keep getting them open. That's right. You have to be prepared. You ever notice everything the messenger, he wanted us to do, he said we need qualified people. People must be prepared for these posts. Well, you're not going to get prepared in the devil school. Right. Not for Muhammad's temple. That's right. You know what I mean? Let's face it. If you're going to be prepared, you're going to have to be prepared in a Muhammad's temple. Right. So we're struggling hard to hold on. We're doing a good work, and it's happening all across the country. Yes, sir. And remember, as it was in the days of old, so it is what? Today. Am I right? Yes, sir. You see? Everything old becomes new again. And what goes around, what? It comes around. So the struggle the messenger had, we got the same struggle, y'all. We got to fight mediocrity, right? Laziness. A lot of stuff, the fights are within us. We got to make sure we're on time, and we do these things, we'll be successful. Am I right or wrong? Yes, sir. We'll be successful. But last night, your brother minister is floating on a cloud. I had no idea that our young people had that kind of talent. I mean, that kind of ability. And I just want to salute y'all. I just want to salute y'all. Y'all just, all praise and salute y'all. It was just a real wonderful day. And like I said, if we stick together, keep doing what we do, you'll find that there's no mountain we can't cross. You understand what I'm saying? There's no valley we can't conquer. Do you understand? It's nothing that can stop us from progressing. The only thing that holds us back is us. Right. Never think you're not needed in Muhammad's temple. Right. Your presence, right? Your contributions, everything is needed in this temple. And we thank you for it. This week, we had to hold a few classes off while the young people practiced for, I feast last night. And I apologize to some of the brothers. I got your message, Brother Israel, but we're back on track now. And all the classes can go right like clockwork. And I hope and pray everybody understands. But it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. But where did y'all learn how to sing and do poetry? And they had instruments in there, keyboards. We call it congos. That drum was prettier than a congo. I don't know. It was beautiful, big drum. But I was like humbled. I was humbled, y'all. So let's give them support. Whenever we see them doing anything, let's give them support. Isn't it nice when you see grown men cry tears of joy? Yes, sir. I looked at some of the parents, and I know them to be pretty firm people, right. With water on their cheeks, So yes, sir. So like I say, our children could be out there on crack, man. Right, out there drug addicted, playing the knockout game, right? They could be out there with all that. But here they are, positive, righteous, constructive. And they quoted those lessons. Yes, sir. Like they was asking for a glass of water. They had that thoroughly down. Listen, it's no doubt in my mind. And I shared with y'all in the past, try to do things as though Master Farad Muhammad and the messenger is walking with you. And just kind of look over at them and ask, if what I'm doing now, would they be pleased? And if you feel a little something in your heart that causes hesitation, maybe you shouldn't do it. You know, maybe you shouldn't do it. Because if you look over and you see a frown on their faces, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't do it. Because it's probably not something that Muslims should do. You want to be successful, you're going to have to submit. You can't party at the club and be successful at the same time. They don't go together. That's like oil and water. Do you understand? You party at the club, you give up your business, your money, your work ethics, am I right? Your talents, you give it up. I don't know too many players that can perform through narcotics like that. Usually they die early. Right? They don't die early, they lose their skills. You know, it's no success. It's a dead end with that. You know, if you dedicate yourself to what the messenger gave us, look, this world is ours. The sky's the limit. This world is ours. You know, and I shared with Brother Minister, I said, brother, if we can do this thing, there's no thing we won't be able to do. And I'm 100% sure of it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody is good with that?
Yes, sir.
On the matter of temples, I just want to read something from the Message to the Black Man. And I want to go to page 327, I believe it was. I think I marked it. Let's see. And I want to show you something. This thing of people being nervous about temples is nothing new. The messenger writes in this one, authority from Allah, none other. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
He says the incredible, I mean, we was building fast. He said the incredible upsurgence of Muhammad's temples of Islam in North America has brought forth not only popular acclaim and acceptance, but also occasional unfounded attempts to discredit my mission. Some people are very happy about it. Some people are very angry about it, right? In this case, the devil was claiming that the Muslims of the East were not with the messenger. He said, I have no proof that, that the Muslims from the East wrote anything like that, because I don't trust the devil. Right. You know what I mean? You don't trust white people. I'm just ad-libbing now, pretty much. But what he was saying is that, just so they know, he don't have to have authority from them.
Right.
Because the authority that he executes Islam on comes from Allah himself. And you should take it like that. You shouldn't let anyone pigeonhole you into any kind of way of seeing the messenger's program other than the way he wanted you to see the program. Do you follow me now? Some people, it's kind of like, they said the blind man came and they had an elephant there. And they asked the blind man, they said, tell us what it is. They said the blind man felt the trunk of the elephant. He said, oh, it's a snake. It's a fat, thick snake. Right? They said, no, it's not a snake. Go feel a little further. Right? So he felt the elephant's tail. He said, this must be a lion. It feels like a different kind of tail. It must be a lion. You know? He was blind. He couldn't see. He said, then he started rubbing the fur. He said, I'm perfectly sure this is a horse. Do you understand? Do you understand? You know, because he was blind. But before he finished, the elephant had turned into so many different animals he thought it was.
Right.
The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings have become very similar to that. Some people felt portions of it. And they said, oh, this is what it is.
Good teaching.
Do you see? It's nothing but this. This is what it is. And they lock down on that. But the messenger's teachings is broader. It's much broader than anything that a lot of these. You understand? It encompasses everything. He didn't say America belongs to Allah. Did he? He didn't say the Middle East and America belongs to Allah. He said, what? The earth belongs to Allah. The seven heavens and whatever else is in between them belongs to Allah. So don't let somebody bring you down to just feeling the elephant's nose. You know what I mean? Just got a little bit of Islam and saying to you, this is what it is. No, this is large. Some people would like you to be the temple. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's good to have knowledge and be heavy as a temple. Am I right? But at the same time, what? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't say, after me comes temples. He said, after me comes God himself. So if you are trying to be just an angel, you know, or a temple or something like that, then you're not really trying to respect or bring yourself in a godly fashion, or in essence, in the image of God. You know, because you're supposed to be trying to be like God. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? Really?
Yes, sir.
And we need each other to get that job done.
Yes, right. Yes, sir.
You know, no one of us going to run off by ourselves. All of a sudden, boom, I encompass the seven heavens, what is between them, and the earth. It's not going to happen like that. You're going to humble yourself as a baby. You're going to take your lessons, your milk. You understand? You're going to grow. And as you grow thoroughly, you're going to get better and better at it. Until eventually, you have the mind of God. Don't you want a godly mind?
Yes, sir.
Don't you want to be thinking on the level of God?
Yes, sir.
Don't you want to be like Him? You know, why? You know, it's kind of like how do they say it? Accept no substitutes. You know, accept no substitutes. Because the bottom line is what the messenger gave us is pure, it's perfect, and above everything else, it came right from the mouth of God.
That's right.
See?
That's right.
So, I mean, I'm not going to buy it like that. You understand what I mean? I'm going to accept it only the way the messenger does it. And if the messenger don't do it, I don't do it, and I hope you don't do it.
That's right.
Y'all follow me?
Yes, sir.
We're doing real good. In fact, on the same page, let me go down a little further. The messenger pretty much, he pretty much gives an example of what's happening with you. Yeah, he said, here it is on 29. He says, so today, they treat the so-called Negro as a child. They meaning the devil, or white America, right?
Right.
That is crying for a more comfortable place in the house by sticking a little piece of candy in his hand or in his mouth to suck, under the pretense that you're going to give him a more comfortable place in the house. They give these people just enough to shut them up. You know, $1,000. We'll give you $1,000. You know, you get some money from this. You can't get them to say nothing against them after that. Right. Am I right or wrong? The whole demeanor changed. What devils? What white people? Who put that on my webpage? You know, I mean, they change. Am I right? But when he begins to nurse that candy, he goes to sleep. And you can lay him down anywhere, whether comfortable or uncomfortable, because the baby is asleep. You don't want that to be you. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
You don't want that to be you. I mean, you don't want somebody to give you something sweet, sounds good in your ear. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you happy with it. You sitting there comfortable. Next thing they got you like a little baby putting you over in the corner. Yeah, you are this. That's what you is. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't even try to be God. You're this. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand my point? So, don't go to sleep. Sometimes you hear me bearing witness and you hear me say, wake us up, brother. How many times have you heard me say that?
Yes, sir.
Wake us up, brother.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Because I know some of us been sucking on that candy. you know what I'm saying? You know, and some of us are about like this. Y'all know how it go. Almost, right? You see? So we need to be woke up. This way, we're not lulled off to sleep. The messenger said, after me comes God himself. Let's strive to be a good replica of God. Let's have the mind of God. To do it, you have what they call a third eye. Anybody ever heard that term before? Sometimes you notice that eye shows up in the most unusual places. If you look on your money, and the eyes in there peeping out the pyramid, I believe in it. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. It turns up in some of the strangest places, but they call it the eyes of God. Because that eye is supposed to be seeing into your mind and reflecting what's outside of your mind so that you can understand. Open your God's eye up. Open your third eye up and start to assess things. Start to looking at things in a brighter light. And this way, you won't get tricked up. You see? Somebody coming up to you saying, listen, I have $400,000 in this envelope, but I'm very nervous. You know what I mean? I need help. Well, if you're not thinking like God, I'll help you. You know, that's a lot of cash. Am I right or wrong?
You're right, sir.
I got you.
That's right.
Right?
That's it.
But if you open your God's eye, you'll say, well, no. Something about this is not right. Do you see what I mean? Will I bust hell wide open getting involved with this? Right? Will I become a victim by getting involved with this? You see? Or can I use good judgment on this with my God's eye and evaluate this a little further?
Right.
Well, listen, I really just need you to hold it. Because there's a few people that's, they're anxious to see me. Let's make it simple for you. You're not slow, you know. But I need to get about $300 or $400 from you to run with. And now you greedy, somebody, I'm not saying you per se, but somebody greedy, they thinking, man, 400,000, I got 200 here. I got two. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? Because you're going to beat them down anyway, right? And you give them the two, they say, please hold on to my cash. And they jet, they gone, they run off. When you get home, sucker, you rip the envelope open and what do you say? Newspaper, Eagles lose. You understand what I'm saying? Newspaper. Oh man, this is the Sunday edition. You understand what I'm saying? He got my 2 bills, but he got it because you didn't open your God's eye.
Right.
You didn't evaluate what was happening around you. See, and by not using your God's eye, they were able to take you over. You see? Think about it. Weigh everything, even somebody you're interested in. Watch them. Say, now, this is going to be my life partner. What am I looking for in this person? He already hit my pocketbook when I was asleep. When I was asleep, but I love him. Right? You understand? So I act like I didn't know he took a 20. You understand what I'm saying? Or in the case of the brother, my wallet was flipped over. I didn't leave it. You understand? I left it the other side. See, but I love her. I'm not. Evaluate them. Open your God's eye. Is this somebody my future is going to be real good with?
Right.
Will I be successful dealing with this person? You want to make sure that what? It's right. You want God to bless it, right? Now, the first guy that got to bless it is you.
Good teacher.
Is you. You got to dig down into the God inside of you and bless it. Do you see? Say, well, I think it's right. I like it. He got the 20. But then Thursday, when I went in the kitchen, I found 40 on the table. He doubled my money. You understand? Yeah, he doubled my money because he knew he was wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? And when my wallet was flipped again, but when I went in there, it was more. You understand what I mean? See, you want to make sure your judgments are clear.
Right.
Because if you choose the wrong thing, salvation is something you can't take back. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
All of a sudden now, you a crackhead? You strung out up in the smokehouse?
Right.
All kinds of people orbiting around you. They don't care nothing about you, man. They going for the next thing they can smoke. Just total disrespect. And you sitting there trying to figure out, how did I get here?
Right.
Why didn't God help me? They tell me God helps people. You forgot the part who helped themselves. They tell me God helps people, and I'm sitting here, I'm done. I can't go home. I done smoked everything I had earned this week, right? And everything I done stole this week, right? You know what I mean? Because you didn't use your God's eye.
Right.
See, when no spirits come to us with these things, flesh and blood people come to us with these things.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't a spirit that told you, "Hoss, me and you, man, we've been brown since way back in short pants days. I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong."
Right.
Yeah, right. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah.
Yes,
And when you over,
Right.
and when you over,
When you
so,
right over.
yeah, hit this. Now you already know the pipe not supposed to be white as our shirts. That's too much in there. You already know it. But he want to make sure that when you do, you love it so much, you can't help but get back. And if you don't use your God's eye, that's all. Even you said short pants did. So if you don't use your God's eye, what? That's how you ended up what? Sitting. You understand? In the crack house. No spirit sent you there. A flesh and blood person came in and said, "I'm going to hit daddy's liquor cabinet." Right? He keep looking in there. You don't even know what they drinking, man. Right. You know what I mean? Really, you don't really. They done cracked the bottle on something that costs $235. They crack the top on it, drinking it like as if they got, Pepsi or something in there. You know what I mean? They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They had a bottle of wine in there that he was using as an investment to sell later,
right.
For more money. He paid $700 for it, and now they already had appreciated, right? Up to like maybe $1,000. They don't know nothing about that. They pouring that like they got sweet tea. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Because why? They're not using their God's eye. They're not thinking. No, they're not programmed. They haven't been taught. They haven't been anywhere for someone to school them about their third eye. They don't see it. So they're involved. And the only thing going to save them is the God in them. Now I'm asking you to reach down into yourself and pull the righteous side of you up.
Right.
Remember, your body has two tiers. You have an upper tier, and that upper tier encompasses a lot of good things. Your heart's beating up there, right? Right or wrong?
That's right.
Stomach hold that good food right there. You know what I mean? You got a brain up there for thinking a lot of good stuff up here. You allowed to hear stuff. Oh, that's what it was. You know what I mean? You see, no, that's Beyonce. Right? You can hear stuff. All this good stuff up here.
Yes, sir.
You see? But the lower level is only made for the purpose of filth. Excretion. Hit the handle on the toilet. Do you understand? It's only made for those things. You got to orbit in the higher level. Does it make sense? You got to use your upper body, not the lower. Use your good, all of your senses mostly are here. Your 5 senses are mostly up here. Do y'all really understand what I'm saying to you? You see, if you don't begin to think like a God and act like a God, you're going to have to be something else. What that something else will be, I can't tell you. I don't know what lengths of degradation you're going to go to. I really don't know. You know, beautiful woman today, she's in the red light district tomorrow with a dress up, legs out, doing like that 10. You know what I mean? Do you understand? 10. I mean, do y'all understand? We don't know. We don't know. We see you today. You're going into the university. You got all your books. You know, you look like you're going to be a very intelligent brother. We see you the next day. What? You down in front of the liquor store. You got a couple bucks, man. You help me get a little drink, man. I need it. I need it, man. I done ruined my whole life. You know? Do y'all follow what I'm saying? You know, I don't know what level you'll go to, but I'm going to encourage you to be God. Because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad wanted us to be God. He didn't really want us to be much of anything else.
That's right. That's right.
It's nice that people come wanting you to be angels and temples, and it's nice. You know, it really is. It's nice. You know, it's like the elephant story. You know, it's nice. You see, but the reality of it is, if you want to get to the crux of what the messenger wants you to do, he wants you to become God. You see, and you know, we are well on our way here at Muhammad's Temple number 12. We're well on our way. You know, people want to give a picture of the messenger's followers like an old people. You know, remember I was sharing with Brother Cap. They want when they think of the messenger's followers, they want somebody like look like they are stooping on their cane, can barely make it, and hardly talk. You know, I follow the most honorable Elijah Muhammad for over 40 years, and you know they want, but that's not how a follower of the messenger is going to show up. You know, a follower of the messenger is going to show up pretty brisk, bright, moving pretty good. Why? Because they were obedient. Do you understand? They were obedient. You see? And if you compare the two, and it's not to put other communities down with other ways of thinking, you'll see the difference in a brother that's like 60 there and a brother that's 60 that truly follows the messenger. You'll see a difference in them two people. You know, one is concerned about his refinement, his personal care. You know what I mean? He's concerned with how he looks. He's in the mirror, he's making sure, you know, I'm not going to use that barbershop again. You know what I mean? You know, hey, I told him to part. You know, do you understand? They're concerned. You know, and the sisters the same thing. They're talking about, you know what? I'm not drinking any more of that. My skin, oh no. Do you understand? Because what? You know, you're listening to the messenger, how to eat to live. You know, how to fast, how to pray. And you're going to come out differently. The messenger used to laugh. He said, well, they watching me. I'm getting ready to go back to the age of 16 on them. I'm getting ready to eat and teach y'all how to live. Go back to the age of 16. You see? And we have to think like that. Because if we're not thinking that way, the messenger what? He wasted his time on us. But what do we know? Allah keeps his promises.
Yes, sir.
And anything that Allah says is going to be fulfilled.
Yes, sir.
You see, you can rest assured of that. So, being that he's the messenger of Allah to us, we know everything is going to come to pass. Not that it hasn't already done it. Remember, $88 million empire in that day? Man, we're talking billions of dollars in this day. Do you understand? He did it then. We can do it now.
Yes, sir.
You know?
That's right.
But you have to stop letting people rip you off. You know, when you go right in that corner store, you know good and well, when you gave them $1 for that can soda, it cost them 8 cents. You knew that. You know, you've seen them shopping yourself at Sam's Club.
Right.
You know what the soda costs. But you go right in there lazy. I ain't gonna go up to the market. At least they got a 6-pack up there. I get 6 cans for 65 cents or something. You know what I mean? I'm too lazy. I'm not going up there. I'll give them the buck. And it don't seem like much to you. Do that 1,000 times. And you do.
All the time.
And you do. Do y'all follow where I'm at? And they count on that. You know? You go in, you know what I mean? Dollar hoagie. When it started, not now.
Right.
When it started, dollar hoagie, right? Had them rolled up, ready to go, right? You go in, turkey, yeah, turkey, you know what I mean, right? Ready to go, $1. Go ahead, move out with it. After they took all the other stores and put them out of business, so that the only ones on them corners was their brothers and sisters. I went in one and said $1 hoagie. He said, nah, we got them for $2.75, man, and up. You know, y'all see what I'm saying? Because they can do that now. There's no competition. See? But you'll be competition if you're wise.
Right.
See? And I think it's time for us to start being wise, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You know, it wouldn't hurt. You know what would break their hearts, right? If on every corner there was a truck even with $1 hoagie sign on it. Still get them. You still get them. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah, we got canceled. It's 50, not a whole buck. You know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now, at least you're keeping some of the money in our community.
Yes, sir.
You know, and we're benefiting more than once with our wealth. Our money come in on usually the first and the 15th.
Yes, sir.
And you know, people set up for that. Even the drug dealers. Even the drug dealers. They told me, a neighbor, he said, they just beat the boy up the street. You heard about it? I said, nah. So you know it was the 3rd. He get his money. Them boys were giving him money, the stuff, you know. Slapped him around. He said they didn't hurt him. And I was thinking to myself when he said, I said, let me slap you in your face. See if it hurt. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Some people this is how people take stuff casually and lightly. You know, like it ain't nothing to it, you know. And it hurt me because I watched the guy, you know, descend to the level he's on now. Y'all follow what I'm saying? We're in a fight, y'all. It's a nasty fight. We're trying to save our young people, right? And preserve our old people. Am I right or wrong? We want to preserve our old people. We don't want to have, you know, you get old, somebody throw you away like a dirty dish rag. You know? I showed the young brothers that it was a year, I think it was 2000 BC, the beginning of time, and we was looking at how the devil's mind works. The old man went hunting every season with, you know, for a game. He got old and fell in the hole, man. Hey, leave him, you know what I'm saying? Leave him, just keep moving, you know. And this is how life is with the devil. You get where you can't do nothing, you're worthless, useless. He gonna leave you. You know, we got to open our eyes up. Do for self. Is that the message you're teaching?
Yes, sir.
Do for self. If we do for self, we go where we want to go.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
It's icy out there. It's nasty out there. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
You know, the weather has been awesome. It's cold. But we're able to assemble. We're able to enjoy our temple in peace. Am I right? You know, for a little while, you know, it was a little chilly up in here. We're trying to make it, you know. But you see, time brings about a change, am I right? And if you're living right, that change will be for the better.
Right.
You know, and it's only going to keep getting better, y'all. We just have to keep staying at it, doing what we do. And you'll look around, you'll say, oh my God, is this really us? You know, and it's like the Quran say, come on in. Come on into the garden that's been prepared for you from the beginning. Come in. Welcome. Blessed, righteous. You understand? Come in. You see, and this is where we're headed. Think about it. Wouldn't it be nice to see some Shabazz grocery stores on every corner? Huh? You know, we did that before. We did that before. When the messenger passed, they were gone within no more than a year and a half. We had them all over. No matter what part of the city you lived in, you could slide over to a Shabazz steak and take. You know what I mean? You can eat. You can fish and chips, Shabazz fish and chips. You can eat. Within a year, they were gone. Year and a half at the most, they were gone. You see? We need to put that stuff back. We need to put it back. You follow me? Yes. Now when your son comes home for break from college, you tell him, well, hey, man, look, go ahead and, you know, we work in the store, you know. It's putting you through. Get with us, you know. Right. He'll come to learn. Love it. Right. Might find his wife in there. Right. Fixing that cheese steak. You know what I mean, right? But she might walk in. He say, well, there's something about her. You know what I mean? You understand? We don't But we got to have it what? So that we're in place when these things happen, that we can benefit from them. Stop being always used. Everybody sets things up to use you. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
They know your money is coming. Even the narcotics on the street get better around the first. Because they need you to come back with that money. See, the rest of the money, they can cut it. They don't care. They ain't got that much anyway, unless you steal something. You know, they can cut it. You see? But the first and the third of the month, be careful how you use them, because they strong. You see? But then you got to have guys' eye open to see and know that.
Right.
You understand what I mean? You be minding your own business, not even thinking about anything. The radio blast to come on, right? Be at Sisters Club, the bar, dollar holler. You understand? We're going to have Rapper Fresh, Old Z, you understand? You're going to be getting it down to the wheels. And we want you to go. Ladies in before 10 free.
Right.
No, you understand? You wasn't even thinking about none of this. All of a sudden, your car tires turn the other way. You going over the happy hour. Stop it.
That's right.
They set up these things for you.
That's right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying? They got the Baconator for hog lovers. Get a Baconator. You understand? You wasn't even thinking about no hog. You know what I'm saying, right? All of a sudden, you find yourself too weak to follow the laws of Islam. Catch you with a greasy lip. You know what I'm saying? You see? No, that's why I say to you, don't come out of your godly presence. Stay in your godly presence. You understand me? Don't let anything sway you, because there's a lot of stuff pulling at you to bring you off your square.
Right.
You got to fight for this. Listen. If you want your salvation, you're gonna have to fight the devil for it.
That's right.
And it's not gonna be no light little fight. Do you understand? I'm telling you how you used to fight. When you tie them sneaks up tight, I know it's on the day. You know what I mean? You got extra knot in that joint. It's on the day, because I know they're gonna be out there today, and I ain't having it. You know what I mean? I'm not having it. You see? You got to fight for your salvation like that. You understand? Well, I tell you, you thought it was gonna be sweet, didn't you? I know my salvation. You understand? I'm fighting for it. Praise be the Lord. You got to fight like that. I'm fighting for it. I'm not going to just let you get my salvation like that. It's not easy to keep it.
No, sir.
Sweet things, stuff that you like, setups. They come at you and say, well, you signed, this is your signature. Right? Get in hell. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all follow what I'm saying? Yeah. So we can laugh and talk, but the seriousness of it is Messenger Elijah Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. To us, the American so-called Negro, right? We can either listen to him or we can ignore him and pay the price. I choose to listen to him, and I hope and pray you do too, because there's nothing better. Nobody has anything better to offer you.
That's right.
If they transform you into an angel, oh, how wonderful. But you got to be dissatisfied. You want things right, so that's very nice. I just want to be God, though. You understand? You gotta fight for this thing. You understand what I'm saying? They want to turn you and say, well, you are the temple. You accomplished this is what. How wonderful. But I think Messenger Elijah Muhammad, I want to be what comes after him. He said it would be God himself.
Right.
And that's me. That's me. It's beautiful, and I'm sure it must be a wonderful thing being in the temple. All that wonderful wisdom in there and all. But can I please just be God? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's what the messenger wants. Am I right? Fight for it. Fight for it. I'm going to bring my lecture to a close. I hope and pray that everyone enjoyed the service. And again, I can't salute the young people enough. It's just been a wonderful night. Wonderful night. Sister Quadera, I salute you.
Yes, sir.
You said you had skills. Now we know it to be the truth. Right? Right? You know how to say the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Right. You know, now we know now. You see? So let's keep it up, okay? All right. Do we have any other announcements?
No, sir.
Okay, praise be Allah. Okay, we can do charity, we can be dismissed. Anything you wanted to say, Brother Captain? And before let me just say this. I thank Allah and I thank Allah. I can't thank Allah enough. For we have a wonderful assistant minister.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you this. And praise be Allah. And we have a wonderful Brother Captain.
Yes, sir.
Am I right? You know, and let me just say their names because, you know, these are people that are really bringing this house up. Brother Minister Rahman Ali, right? And Brother Captain Quadus Allah. I mean, this is like glue that holds our career together. We have a winning team. And we got the right people coaching and moving it forward. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
You know, right? Am I right? We have to be thinking. Am I right or wrong?
You're right, sir.
Sister Captain, she's a trainer of women. What you see on the sister's side is her work.
Yes, sir.
From the uniforms down to their thinking and down to the ways to conduct their lives. I thank Allah for her. You see? Praise Allah. But let us all strive, whatever we see each other doing, let's make sure that we do it. Does it make sense?
Yes,
let's make sure we duplicate good. It's easy to duplicate evil. Am I right? You know, but let's start duplicating good. And evil will try to crash in on you. Am I right, Brother Noah?
Yes,
evil will try to crash in on you in ways that you just don't expect it, you know? How many times have you been laying in your house, you know, you just getting ready to nod off for the evening, and the TV kick in. Hi, we're 18, you know. Call us, you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The devil has ways of messing you up.
That's right.
Right or wrong?
You're right, sir.
Right or wrong? Tell the sisters, be in Atlantic City for the Chippendales. They're showing up. You understand? They're going to have that one you like, the chocolate bunny guy. You know, do you understand? The devil has ways of just cutting into your life.
That's right.
Start learning how to shut him out. The best way to do it is what? Put that bright light, open that guy's eye on him, beam in on him. He don't have a prayer.